What's going on, you guys? It's your man James, aka JP, back again with another toy room review, and today we're taking a look at the brand new BST AXN Avatar The Last Airbender Aang figure. Now, I've never heard of this line before, but I found this figure sitting around at Target for only $15, and you guys know me, if I see an Avatar figure, I'm definitely going to be picking it up. Now, I did a little bit of research, and this BST AXN line is from the Loyal Subjects. I guess it's like their new version of like anime figure line. I'm just assuming. I'm really not 100% sure, but I am very excited to see a brand new Avatar The Last Airbender figure. Now, currently this was the only figure that I could find from this series, so I don't know if they have any other figures coming out, but it is nice to see someone other than Diamond Select make an Avatar figure, so we'll definitely take a look and compare the Diamond Select Aang at the end of this video. But let's go ahead and take a quick look at the packaging. So right here, obviously you get a nice open window box that you can see the figure and all the accessories that it comes with, and you have a nice image from the cartoon here of Aang right there, and you can see at the top right here, it says BST features, BST articulation, and BST assortment. So I'm assuming, like I said, this is like their high-end, like collector type of figure line with nice articulation and whatnot. So I guess that's what the BST AXN stands for. Coming to the side, you can see a nice image of Aang in the Avatar state, and coming to the back, you get a little read-up of Aang. So if you guys want to read that, you can go ahead and pause, and you can see an image of all the accessories that it comes with, a nice image of Aang straight from the cartoon, and you can see right up here it says 31 points of articulation. And then coming to this side, you just get a little bit more of that open window that wraps around, and that is pretty much it for the packaging. So let's go ahead and get this figure out of the packaging and take a closer detail look. Alright, you guys, so here's the figure out of the packaging. Before we go ahead and jump into the figure, let's take a look at the accessories that he comes with. So we'll start with the alternate head sculpts. As you can see right here, you get this very nice happy expression on Aang. It looks very, very good. Like, I really love this expression. The paint apps are nice. You can see the big smile right there and the nice blue arrow going around the whole head. So this is a very, very good looking head sculpt. I am a big fan of this. And then of course you also get another head sculpt of Aang in the Avatar state, so a much more serious look, and you have the glowing white effect right there. And I love the blue trim around the white just to really make it look like it's glowing without it actually glowing. So again, this is a really nice touch and another really good head sculpt. Coming up, we also have, which is probably going to be a little hard, so I'll put my hand right behind. You can see Aang's staff right here. It's pretty basic, pretty simple. It's just all brown, but you do have nice little hits of chrome right here. So you can see that it's done really, really nicely. Just nice chrome on both sides, up and down on both sides. So that looks really nice. And then we also have, of course you can't have Aang without Momo. So you have a nice Momo little figure right here that has a little bit of articulation in the tail and as well as the arms, but it does feel really fragile. Like, these joints are really, really small and thin, so I'm not going to mess around articulating it too much. But overall, the head sculpt and everything looks really good. This really looks just like Momo, so I'm a really, really big fan of that. And here's the back side, and then the front side again, so really big fan of that. And then the other accessories that he comes with are interchangeable hands, which are probably going to be a little hard to see, but you can see a fisted hand right here for the Avatar state with the glowing arrow. Then you also have a regular hand with the regular blue decal right there. It's a holding hand for the staff, and then you have another holding hand for the other side for the staff as well. And then you have one more, and this is for the Avatar state, and it's kind of just like this straight hand right here that I guess would be for like airbending and whatnot. So it's having a hard time focusing because these are really, really small hands, but those are all the accessories. So let's go ahead and put all these accessories to the side, and we'll take a look later with swapping them out and how they look and whatnot. But then let's go ahead and get right into the figure. So right off the bat, my biggest complaint for this figure is he looks like he has no neck, and you can't really see it at this angle. Let me just move the camera up a little bit so we can kind of look at him just a little bit more straight on. But once you look at him straight on, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. So when you kind of look at him like this, he just fell over. When you look at him like this, he really looks like he has no neck. So this is him looking straight on, and you can see his neck just kind of disappears in his little outfit right here. So that is one downside. He just looks a little strange. The only way you can really get him to look kind of normal in the neck is if he's constantly always looking up. See, that looks kind of normal right there. So I'm just not a big fan of how his neck just kind of disappears. I just feel like the ball joint, I guess, for the head just should have been a little bit taller to just give it a little bit more gap in the neck so it could look somewhat somewhat normal. But that's my only complaint with the figure. The figure looks really nice. You have this nice kind of just serious head sculpt right here that comes by default on the packaging, or in the packaging I should say. And it just looks really, really good. And coming to the back of the head, you can see the arrow doesn't go all the way quite down, but it stops, you know, a good enough spot right there. And then coming to his outfit, this orange piece is a soft material, and it's a separate piece. So if you really wanted to, you can probably take it off. I'm not going to, but that is an option that you have. I'm sure if you just pop the head off, you can slide it right off. And then coming to the rest of the figure, it is all sculpted, but it does look good. You have nice little wrinkles sculpted in there. You can see right there. No like paint variation or shadowing or anything. Now I do have this weird looking arm right here. You can see like it just kind of pops forward here, so I'm not sure if that's supposed to be like that. I don't think it is, because this side is not like that. So it looks like I do have kind of a like a broken joint or something here in this arm. Maybe if I just bend it, it looks a little bit more normal. No, it still looks a little bit weird. It's not really the end of the world, but it is noticeable. Then coming down, again, nice wrinkles in the pants right there. And coming to the back side, you can see how they're opened up on the back. Now, I don't remember them looking like this on the show. I mean, I'm sure that they did. I just don't recall them being open in the back like this. If I can find a picture, I'll definitely put it up, but I really don't recall this being open like this. I don't know if they did that for like articulation purposes or something. I'm not really sure, but this looks really weird to me. I don't recall this being like this at all. Anyways, coming down, the rest is just all brown, and you have a nice variation of brown on the tip of the shoes right there. And that is it as far as the details of the figure. Now, as far as articulation, his head does move up slightly. It moves down. It goes side to side. It also tilts a little bit left and right. You do have some torso articulation, so not much, but he will turn a little bit in the torso. And you also get a little bit of a crunch forward and back. With the arms, they are going to be hindered by this little top piece right here. But they do move forward quite a bit, actually, even with that top piece. I'm actually impressed by that. And they do move back quite a bit as well. Obviously, if you did take this piece off, you would get the full 360 range of motion. And then I'm going to be careful bending this here, since it did look a little weird. But you do get double joints in the elbow right there. And that's good to see that it didn't break or anything with me bending it. I was a little worried about that, but not an issue there. So you do get the double joints in the elbow, like I mentioned. And then the wrists do swivel. Which again, it's going to be hard to see because they are pretty small, but they do swivel around and bend forward and back right there. And then as far as the legs do kick forward a decent amount. You know, it's not bad. They do kick forward. They barely kick back at all, as you can see right there. So they don't really kick back at all, and you do have nice double joints in the legs right here. And again, I feel like they did this piece right here for like articulation purposes. I don't know, but you do have a nice little swivel in the legs as well. And then coming down to the feet, they do go forward, they do go back, and you do have some nice ankle pivot there, like full range of motion in the ankles. So very nice articulation with this guy. So let's go ahead and start swapping out some of the accessories. So I'll pop off the head right here. Just a little bit of force. There you go. So you can see the ball joint right there, and we'll pop on the happy expression, so it should just go right in place. You have to use a little bit of force. There it goes, just snaps right in place, and we'll kind of adjust Aang here. So there we go. So there's Aang with the happy expression. I actually really like this. It looks really good, and it doesn't look so I guess because I don't know what they did. So if you look at this jawline here, it's more rounded, where on this head sculpt it's more pointed down. So you have more clearance, I guess, with the neck right here. So it actually looks pretty normal. It doesn't look like his head disappears or his neck disappears inside of the clothing like the other head sculpt did. And that's what it looks like looking up, and then that's looking straight on. So I actually really like this head sculpt. I don't know why this one has like such a more pointed like jawline or whatnot, but yeah, this looks really good. So let's pop this one off real quick. So these are on here really good, so you do have to use a little bit of force, but I don't feel like it's going to break at any point, which is good, because with like Diamond Select or with NECA, you're always wary of them breaking. And like I mentioned, it's really easy to just take this off and have him without that outfit if you wanted to do so. You just pop the head off, it slides right off. But let's go ahead and pop on the Avatar State head real quick. So that just snaps on like so. So I am being really rough with this figure, and it's feeling really nice and sturdy. So I'm a really big fan of that. So here is the Avatar State head, and this head, it feels a little bit more stiff. And how's the neck looking? The neck looks decent on this one too. So I don't know if it's just this one that has like, yeah, this one just has like a really pointy chin and a really like strong jawline for some reason. But here he is in the Avatar State right here. And then of course, if you want to get the hands to match, you're just gonna go ahead and pull that out and then swap that in like so. You see that right there. So now he has the glowing arrow hand. So we'll also switch this hand right here. Just go ahead and pull that and then find the right one, which should be, yeah, it's going to be this one right here. So we'll just peg that in like so. Alright, I believe that's in. And now you have the Avatar State hand on this side. So looking really good. It's not that big of a deal if you wanted to use like one of the other hands. That obviously the arrow is not going to be glowing, but I think it still looks okay. So then, of course, we are going to want to see him holding his staff. So we'll swap the gripping hands on there. Just pop that in. And pop this one in like so. And then we'll bring the staff. Okay, so here he is holding the staff. Now, he does have a pretty loose grip. Like, it's definitely slides down every time. Oh, now that time it didn't. So he does have a loose grip on the staff. How does he look holding it? Let's see here if we can get him standing up in like a staff holding position. There we go. So he looks okay with the staff. It is a little weird. It's something you are going to have to work with. And he does look weird in this Avatar State. So let me swap this out so we can have a regular head. Alright, so there you go. There he is with a regular head sculpt holding the staff. So it doesn't look terrible. One thing that I do like is the way that this is sculpted. It does kind of look like wind is kind of blowing through it. So that is pretty nice. Let's just see if the grip is any better in this hand. So no, it's still kind of loose in this hand, as you can see. Like if I wanted to position it here, it does kind of just slide down a little bit. So that is something you're going to have to work with. But now I do want to bring in the Diamond Select version so we can go ahead and do a quick comparison. Alright, you guys, so here is the Loyal Subjects version on the left with the Diamond Select version on the right. So obviously the Diamond Select version is just miles ahead of this one. However, I am really still happy to have this Loyal Subjects one in my collection. It is a nice variation of Aang. Obviously, we don't have this outfit with Aang in the Diamond Select line as of yet, so that is really nice. And it's just a nice little alternative. The Diamond Select one is much bigger, and they are about the same price. However, this Loyal Subject one does come with a ton of accessories, interchangeable heads, hands. You have Momo right here. The only way you can get those extra accessories with the Diamond Select one is if you get the deluxe version, which is closer to like, I think, $30 or maybe $25. But if you just get the basic version, this right here is everything that you get, just the figure, the stand, and the staff right here, which is about like $15 to $17 I think at Walgreens. So for the value, you're actually getting more accessories and more options with this new Loyal Subjects BST AXN one than you are with the Diamond Select one. But just the details and the articulation and everything is much better on the Diamond Select one, but that figure also does feel a little bit more fragile. So they both have their pros and cons. They're both amazing figures, and you can't go wrong with any one that you pick up. Alright, you guys, so there's my review on the brand new Loyal Subjects BST AXN Avatar The Last Airbender Aang figure. Overall, this is not a bad figure, and I'm very happy to have this in my collection. It is a little smaller than the figures that I do like to collect, but I'm still a huge fan, and I'm always going to pick up anything Avatar related whenever I see it. The price is really affordable, so you really can't go wrong there, and I do hope to see more of these figures from Avatar The Last Airbender coming down the line. Like I said, this was the only one that I can find. I didn't find any other info on any other figures, but I do hope that they continue this line. So that's pretty much it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Share this video with your friends. Be sure to follow me on Instagram. That link's in the description down below. And I'm going to go ahead and get on out of here. So as always, guys, stay tuned for more, and I'll see you guys next time.